Fellow Biafrans, this moment I want to inform you that the Biafra Prime Minister in exile, Simon Ekpa, have expressed his displeasure over the killings of Igbo musician in Enugu State by Nigeria police. He condemned the act of killing Igbos in Biafra land and vowed to make sure that every Igbo man, every Biafran is protected with whatever he has and whatever he can do to stop the killings of Biafrans in Nigeria. And he went ahead to promise that the killings of Biafrans in Nigeria will not continue. And by every means possible, he is going to stop it. And whatever it will take him to stop it, he will do that. It was out of jealousy and anger for Biafra restoration that have propelled Nigeria government into deploying their military terrorists and the police to be killing Igbos with impunity. And he further expressed that he will not condone any kind of insubordination in Biafra land by the hands of Nigerian security forces. As you are listening to me this moment, I want you to understand that the act of killing the Igbo musician in Enugu State have escalated a lot of problems on the mind of the people and international community. So Nigeria government and their military and police terrorists, by all means, are just trying to make sure that the whole world understands that they are terrorists. So, as I'm talking with you now, preparation on the way to stop every kind of killing in Biafra land by the Biafra Prime Minister, a republic in exile. So, my brothers and sisters, as you are listening to me, I want you to be very careful and make sure that you watch the back of each other. Let us destroy tribalism, nepotism, ostracism, and hatredness in our midst and amongst us. And that is when we will stand, because together we will stand. Together we will defeat them. Together we shall fight and have victory over the wicked ones. So as you are listening to me, it's expected that your mind must be there, and for you to understand that you are not alone. Maka na ọ sịrị nwata jiri nkakwụ aghaghị ikwunye ya mmiri ọ ga-eji wee saa aka. Otu a ka ọ dị. So, as it stands at this very moment, don't forget that your Prime Minister is aware of the incessant killing going on in rural areas and urban areas in the 5 states of Igbo land. His grievances and annoyance is not relegated to Enugu State alone, because it's not only in Enugu State that Nigerians are killing Biafrans. He made himself explicit that this is a very bad issue to hear and will not continue happening in Biafra land. So I want to inform you, as you are listening to me, that whatever it is this very moment, whether you like it or not, whether you see reason or not, to fight for your freedom and to leave Nigeria There are many things that are showing you that Nigeria is not one. Nigeria is not one. And because Nigeria is not one, you cannot continue living on hope. Hopeless situation and helpless situation, which Nigeria have rendered the Nigerian citizens into. I wouldn't want Biafrans to be partakers of such life because it does not take you anywhere. So listening to me this very moment, just be very serious and be very careful, mindful of the detractors, because nobody can quench your thirst except only you. And try to know when it is necessary for you to do the needful in order to protect yourself and avert dangers. So, beloved ones, I'm telling you this very moment, according to the words of the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic in exile and at home, he's not happy over the killing of Igbo musician in Enugu state a few days ago. And this have motivated his speeches. And he said this must be tackled with immediate effect. Without further delay, he made himself clear to remind Biafrans of Biafra restoration in a few weeks to come. And don't forget why the terrorists have been angry and why they are fighting you. Tinubu knew it too well that Biafrans are gone. Tinubu thought that it was something he will bribe his way through, because Nigerians have been living on bribery and corruption, embezzlement and stealing. So, terrorism and the banditry are the order of the day in Nigeria. And Tinubu thought that it will work and it will continue working, so that when he gives bribe, then everything will go off. So, but someone ever have proven to him that we are not the same, and I'm not looking for money. If I should, then I know where to go to and look for my money. Professionally, someone ever is a senior advocate. One time a soldier, a military officer. I don't think Tinubu can compare himself with Simon Ekpa. And let me tell you something. I will be the last foolish and wicked person to collect anything from Tinubu. Anything you collected from Tinubu is a curse, because Tinubu himself is a curse. It's not a blessing. Since he entered Aso Rock, millions of lives have been buried, and it does not concern him. And since he entered Aso Rock, the lives of Nigerians are no more the same. It was turned upside down. So what I'm telling you this moment is that you should understand that what is going on in Enugu State can be applicable or repugnant to Ebonyi State, to Abia State, to Enugu State, and Anambra State. And you should understand that none of these governors is different from each other, because all what they discuss is one. And they believe that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa want to stop the source of their looting income. They are looters. And anyhow you look at it, Biafra land cannot be destroyed. Biafra land is a jealous land. It's a land that flows with milk and honey. A land that sparks with good luck and favor. A land that God has blessed and decorated by himself. How can we behold a land like this and it will be jeopardized by the hands of invaders? Is it not better we fight once and for all and let the wars happen and let us go our way? So, brothers and sisters, as you are listening to me, your Prime Minister is working hard to fulfill his words. So what about you? What are you doing to help Biafra? How are you going to help Biafra? Biafra needs your help now to be fulfilled. Yes, that little one you can do. It might be praying and fasting that nobody will ask you to pay. Why not offer your prayers and observe sober reflection by fasting unto the Lord? And so that Biafra will in no distant time come. So, ladies and gentlemen, as it stands now, know it that nobody will quench your thirst except you. For this reason, you have to stand on your feet and pursue the fugitives out of your land. It is not necessary and it's not constitutional for us to be in the land of our nativity and remain a destitute or servitude. It's not acceptable. And therefore, whatever we can do to have our inheritance and our legitimate right, our legitimate land free of terrorism, we have to do it. Bandits are human beings. They are not spirits. But even if they are spirits, we have an antidote to spirits. So my brothers and my sisters, Biafra government in exile is ready to make things happen. It's ready to protect the Biafrans and Biafra land. It's ready to break through so that every one of us can be happy in the land of Biafra. It's not fighting for himself as others do. He's not self-centered. He's not selfish. He always goes straight to the point and tell you how it looked like. So, as you are listening to me, just to make sure that you adhere to Biafra government instructions. I believe that in no distant time, we shall be in where we are supposed to be. And we shall not have any terrorist or bandit around us in our land. And if they do, we will teach them how to live and we will teach them respect. All right? So, there are many things here, but I don't think it is necessary to be discussed on the social media. Be on your guard. Be on your feet. Fight for your freedom. Help Biafra to become a nation. It is very important. And don't forget that your life is more important than anything. So whatever you are doing, your life first must be protected, must be guarded. Because freedom is for the living. It's not for the dead. And we learn from what happened to another person. Because the falling of a dry leaf is a warning to the green one. So nobody lives forever.